Hey there everyone, happy Wednesday. I'm super excited because tomorrow I'm starting the first live coaching calls of Business Jam, and as we always do at the beginning of this program, before we even get into marketing strategy or anything, I like to set the groundwork, and that means switching on a growth mindset and a bit of a CEO mindset. So ditching a lot of the old employee mindset that we had when we were employees back in our jobs, but they're really holding us back from our business growth. And one of the tasks that I get my students to do in the first week is complete my Zone of Genius matrix. And what this does is really help them to identify what they're doing that they probably should be outsourcing right now. And you might think, well, outsourcing is a cost, but it is only it's not a cost if your time is worth more than the time of the person that you're outsourcing it to. And you might be unknowingly spending a whole lot of time on things that are literally sucking up your time, which is finite, where you could be spending it on much more growth creating activities. So we really need to figure that out, look at what would be the top priorities to outsource now, and work towards the plan of what you're going to outsource later on. So everybody does this, no matter where they are in their business or how much they're outsourcing, because it's so important that as the leader and the CEO of the business, you're doing the things that really only you can do, and whatever are the best sense things that are potential to outsource in the future. But you should not be spending your time on tasks that somebody could be doing for $5 or $10 an hour. So what this growth Zone of Genius matrix, what it is I get them to plot the things that they're doing with proficiency on one axis and passion on the other. So they might feel really motivated or love doing something, but they have a low proficiency. Well, those kind of tasks are total time wasters. For me, that would be something like doing my own graphics in Canva. I actually really enjoy doing it. It's a bit of a creative outlet for me. I like it. I love playing around with colors and fonts and images and all of that stuff. So passion is high for me. Proficiency, really, if I'm honest with myself, compared to a graphic designer, it's low. It's medium to low. Maybe it's not the worst. I definitely see some out there that are worse, but I should not be spending my time doing that, because I know I can outsource that very easily and very cost effectively to somebody else who can do a much better job than me in probably about a quarter of the time. So for me, that is a complete time waster. If it's something where it's low in passion and low in proficiency, number one thing to get rid of right now. So for me, that would be something like doing my accounts. I have no passion for the accounting systems or finance and software and doing all of that. For me, it's very administrative task. It is not what I enjoy, and I'm not that great at it unless I sit there and make myself do it. It takes me 10 times longer than somebody who does love it and who's used to doing it. So that was actually one of the very first things I outsourced in my business, because how good is a good quality bookkeeper? They're worth their weight in gold. Now, tasks that would be low in passion but high in proficiency, these are the tricky ones, because you might be holding on to them thinking it just makes sense for me to do it. I'm faster. It's just faster if I do it. I shouldn't be outsourcing that because, by the time it takes me to brief somebody, I would have done it already. Now, these are the red flags that I really want you to have a really good think about, because those are the things that are potentially sucking up a whole lot of your time. Yes, there seems like a logical reason for why you do it. And however, are they really that valuable? Are they more valuable than what you should be doing as the leader of your business? The things that nobody else can do for you, like me getting on this live video. Like, I can't outsource that to someone else. Nobody else can do that for me. So I need to do it. I need to put my programs together. I need to coach my clients. Those are really important things that only I can do. But where it's something where I've got a lot of proficiency in doing, but yet my passion is really low, then those are not necessarily good uses of the time. They might be the last things that you outsource, but That's a really good question to have a think about. Are you actually spending time on something that you could outsource at a much lower cost to you than what your time is actually worth? So I hope that's been helpful. That's really what we're covering off on, those kind of questions. In week 1 of Business Jam, I'm really helping my students to get into this mindset of a growth business. You know, we've got to be streamlined and scaled. And if we're going to deliver on the promise of having a business where you've got me time, you've got family time, you've got time for life, and you're not chained to your desk, then the only way to do it is to look at how you can leverage your time better. Leverage it for revenue generating activities versus things that are keeping you busy, but not, and you know, maybe it's productive, but they're not bringing in the money or the revenue into your business. So that's it from me today. A few questions for you to think through. And as always, drop me a note, leave me a comment, and I'd love to hear from you. Bye.